Waldo Politics is now live streaming, just chatting, the girls are fighting. Is it a Psy-op? Getting started soon. Toss any links to drama or conspiracy theories into the Discord.
Oh, hi. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I'm here to feel the politics with you. How is everybody today? I am doing great. It is a sunny day outside, and it is summertime. And what that means is Bulbasaurs. When the summer, when we get to summertime, the Bulbasaurs just pop up out of the ground in my front yard. It's a whole thing. There's just my front yard is just lousy with Bulbasaurs all the time during the summer. I have to chase them out of there. I kick them out. I chase them out. I get rid of them. And Waldo, why would you get rid of the Bulbasaurs? Well, if I don't get rid of them, if I don't chase them out of my yard, then the Beedrills show up, and then the Beedrills attract Pidgeys, and now my yard is full of Pidgeys, and then the Pidgeys are running around chasing the Beedrills who are chasing the Bulbasaurs, and then the Ekans shows up to eat the Pidgeys, and it's a whole thing. So I just kill it at the root. You gotta chase some Bulbasaurs out of your yard. Hi, how's it going? Today is Saturday, so what we'll do is I've got a couple of silly videos, and then we're going to watch the drama. We're going to have a good time talking about the girls who are fighting. Elon and Trump are having a snit. It may already be over. It may have only been a one-day kind of a thing yesterday and the day before, but I'm not entirely sure, so we're going to watch...
Wrong. Bulbasaurs are good for the environment.
Yeah, they're good for the environment, but they're not good for my yard. They bring the Beedrills. And now I got Beedrills in my yard, stinging the children and hassling me. And then if I leave the Beedrills, then the Pidgeys show up. I'm telling you, man. They are good for the environment, but my yard is not an environment. It's my yard. So yeah, I got a couple of fun videos. Then we'll watch the drama. I'll put on my tinfoil hat and we'll look at some of the, we'll discuss some of the conspiracy theories that are rolling around about Elon and Trump. And there are some conspiracy theories, so I'll have my hat on tonight, or to this morning. It'll be a good time. Then we'll look at some horrible nightmare Gestapo videos that have been circulating around the internet for the past couple of days. I don't know if you know this, but ICE is bad. And the things that they're doing are dangerous and bad and harmful for the American people and harmful for the non-American people. They're harmful for all the people. And we'll take a look at that too. We got a couple of videos, and then let's see what else. And then maybe we'll play a video game. I don't know. I had a snack this morning so I can stream for a little bit longer today. So stick around for me, please, and thank you. And we'll I'll have the robot turned on most of the time, unless you're interrupting me and when I'm trying to make a good point, and which point I'll turn it off. But feel free to interrupt me if it's a good joke. I want you to toss in the zingers. If you're watching on Twitch, the lovely robot will read it out loud for you. Robot.
The only ice worth supporting is vanilla ice.
I agree completely, Nadbash. The good point. I'm on board. Let's bring back vanilla ice. We did that in the early 2000s. So yeah, let's look at some sillies first. Let's look at some silly news. Let's go over here and start up the window capture. We're going to go right there. Oh, bam. Okay. So this lovely lady is an idiot, and she's about to prove that she's stupid.
Now, 8,000 manufacturing jobs were lost in May. That's not what you wanted to see.
Well, we're certainly holding steady. And
8,000 fewer. The line went down. And she says, we're certainly holding steady. Steady would be line straight, but line down. Line down, not straight. Holding steady, line straight. 8,000 lost, line down. So she says we're holding steady. Let's hear what she says.
And under the Trump administration, manufacturing jobs are still up over what the last administration under Biden had. The focus of my
8,000 down.
America at Work tour is to increase those manufacturing jobs, and we'll continue to stay laser focused on that as the president continues to double down on how important this is to the American economy.
But how come we're losing
Holding steady
8,000
after the
manufacturing jobs in
800,000.
May, and when there's a big push to bring manufacturing jobs back to America?
There isn't a big push. See, he's Jim Varney here is incorrect. There's not a big push to bring manufacturing jobs back to America. There's a big talk about bringing manufacturing jobs back to America. Donald Trump and his goobers say things. Those things aren't true, don't happen, and never get implemented. So there's not a push. Push would be an action, a verb. There's talk. That is all. There is vague promises. Imagination. Sure would be nices is what we've got, not a push. But let's hear what else she has to say.
How come we're losing those jobs?
Well, we're certainly holding steady.
We're certainly holding steady.
And as we increase construction jobs, as we increase healthcare jobs, and again, that focus on building those manufacturing plants, it will take some time. The president has done a wonderful job in negotiating the level playing field. As far as the tariff discussions have gone. But
what tariffs? He cancels them all. He chickens out. Trump always chickens out. He promises this gigantic monster tariff, and then they talk to him for 5 minutes, and then he stops. And then he drops it and promises a different one on somebody else tomorrow, and then he'll drop that one. I think some steel and aluminum tariffs went off just the other day, but those are normal. That's usually a thing that has happened in the past. This is not a new or amazing thing that he has invented. And there's some more, I think, to start in the next couple of days or something like that, but those will be canceled as well because he always chickens out. Also, if people don't pay those tariffs, we don't get the money. The government, Donnie is not only counting his chickens before they're hatched, he's selling chicken futures on chickens that haven't hatched. He's borrowing against chickens that haven't hatched. He's taking out a mortgage on all the chickens that haven't hatched, and you and I are going to pay for it. We're all going to suffer for the imaginary billions of chickens that he thinks are going to hatch from these eggs. It's not going to happen. A lot of them aren't going to hatch. A lot of them aren't going to be able to be viable. A lot of them are going to be eaten and gone. And because I'm thinking now about eggs and breakfast, let's transition over to eggs. Here is Donnie talking about eggs.
Grocery prices are down. Everything. Remember eggs? We weren't going to buy another egg for the next 20 years. They were so expensive, right? Remember? You guys all hit me about eggs. Eggs have come down 400%.
400%. Now, this is an important thing. What you have to do, get in on this before it runs out. Go to the supermarket. Buy 1 carton of eggs. It will cost you negative $17. You go in there, you pick up the carton of eggs. You take it to the counter. You put it on the counter, and they give you $18. Just give it to you. And then you walk out with $18 and eggs because the price is down 400%. That's just math, y'all. This is science, and this is the world that Donald has given us. And it's Joe Biden never had negative $18 eggs. That never happened under Joe Biden. That's true. See, I'm turning around on this old Trump train kind of a thing because you could just walk into the store and take the eggs and they pay you for it. Or he's a moron that doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't know how numbers work, doesn't know how percentages are. And groceries are not down right now. They're up everywhere all the time. But they're holding steady. Just like the last lady said, they're holding steady. Well, we're down 8,000. We're holding steady. The numbers of the prices for groceries have gone up. Prices have gone down, according to Donnie. And eggs are 400% cheaper than they used to be. They don't live in the real world. Conservatives, as I've said before, do not have values, ethics, principles, or a grasp on reality. They don't know what's going on around them. They barely even know where they are at any given time. Age of Cracadilla, hey, afternoon. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hi. So yeah, they don't know what's going on. Donnie just makes up numbers. He says whatever he wants. You can't trust him. And that's why the economy is such a mess right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow he'll slap on a new tariff. to something stupid that doesn't make any sense, and then the day after that he'll cancel a different one. You can't make decisions if the rules change every day. Imagine playing Monopoly, but every time Donnie gets a turn, the rules change. It doesn't make any sense. How can you play? How can you plan? How can you build a strategy toward making money, buying all the important things, or selling the things that you don't need, if he changes the rules every day and lies to the dumbest among us about how great everything is? If things go wrong, no, they didn't. If things go right, it's Donnie's fault. If things go wrong, it's Joe Biden's fault. Doesn't matter if it directly because of a decision Donnie made. He just blames Biden for everything that goes wrong and praises and demands praise for everything that goes right. So yeah, that's normal and exactly what we thought. So let's do it. Let's get started with the drama. Let's do the drama. Let's put the drama llamas in chat. Drama llamas. Where's my drama llama? There you are, drama llama. Bam. Oh, we gotta hit this and then bam.
Waldop 3 drama, Waldop 3 drama, Waldop 3 drama, Waldop 3 drama, Waldop 3 drama.
Drama time. Let's do some drama llamas. All right. We all know. Nobody didn't know. I mean, I would love to be the one to have broken the story to you, but I'm not a breaking news guy. I'm a Saturday morning, let's look at what happened over the past couple of days guy. So you all know Elon and Trump had a fight. The girls were fighting. They got snippy with each other. And as usual, nobody knows how to report on it. The drama is the most important part because people are stupid and people love drama. Policy is not the reason people vote one way or the other. They vote because of their feelings. And these are feelings that these big crybaby sissies are having. Elon wanted Doge to do a bunch of crap. It's stupid. It was always idiotic, and it never would have worked. He assumed because he saw a large number of government spending. Government spends trillions, and he said, well, that can't be honest. There's clearly tons of fraud, waste, and abuse in there. There wasn't. So he created, if he had looked into it, if he had researched and done any sort of investigation, understanding, or learning, he would have realized there wasn't a whole lot of fraud, waste, and abuse. And we already have agencies to find it and get rid of it. He doesn't know any of that. He's incapable of learning because he knows everything already. So he put together the Doge. The Doge was stupid, filled with idiots and Nazis. And they just cut off the parts of the government they didn't like. They weren't fraudulent, they weren't wasteful, and they weren't abusive. But they chopped them off anyway because they hate the government. Why does Elon hate the government? Because he doesn't want to pay taxes. He hates the idea that he pays into taxes and then our society benefits. Fucking hates that. He hates that and he will not be a part of it. So in an attempt to lower his taxes, he started chopping the government to pieces and throwing it away. Now, most of that's illegal. That's why all the court cases happened. He's not allowed to do that. That is illegal. The Congress passed this stuff.
Hi Waldo. Master 2002 Sharkey love what we talking about?
Valor, we are about to get into the drama of Elon versus Trump. So after the Doge failed spectacularly, he has to leave. It was never a department. It was never even a department. Only
Amazing
Congress
XD.
can make departments. And they didn't make the Doge into a department. So it's a fake name right off the bat. It's not a department. And it did no efficiency. It is of government, I suppose. But even then, dicey. Maybe it's not of the government. So the entire name is a fucking lie. Then the big spending bill comes out. The big spending bill is what the Senate and the Congress does. They spend that money. Usually they spend it poorly by not taxing the rich often enough.
Bro literally named it after a meme.
Exactly. It's always been a lie. It's always been nothing. And the dog has been dead since 2012. I'm sorry to let you know. I might be making that up. I might be getting the name wrong. Or the date wrong. So spending bill
LOL.
spending bill comes out, then it doesn't codify, it doesn't put into law all of the things that the Doge did, all of the dumb, idiotic, moronic bullshit that the Doge didn't get written down in the spending bill, and that made him angry. Okay, and when he gets angry, he takes a lot of drugs, and when he takes a lot of drugs, he does crazy things like go on Twitter rants. So let's watch a CNN anchor have so much more fun with this than I ever could. So let's do that. Let's go over here and look at this lady. I don't know who this lady is. I don't remember what her name is. She's on CNN, and she is just having the time of her life like it's a damn slumber party. Let's go.
When Musk left the government last week, he said it was to focus on his companies, including Tesla. A group of Tesla shareholders even accused him of being absent amid a crisis as the company's showrooms were targeted by vandalism and its stock price slipped. Which, by the way, let's check in on Tesla stock here. The market just closed. Shares of Tesla closed down over 14%. Trump's Oval Office remarks and Elon's tweet spree, that started around noon today. That was basically the high point, and billions have been wiped from Tesla's value in the meantime.
Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
They might not even be friends anymore. All right.
Drama. They might not even be friends anymore. Gosh, she is having a time of her life right there. It's only going to get better.
Waldop 3 drama.
Here we go.
We literally tried to produce some actual popcorn for this show because it seems like that kind of a day. But let me tell you, it got much worse than what we just walked through right there. Because the president, presumably after seeing Musk's tweets, responded this. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months that I was going to do, and he just went crazy. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. If you think that would have ended there, you would be wrong, and I'm pretty sure none of you thought that it would end there, because here's what Musk said. Go ahead, make my day. And for the record, Musk continued to tweet about Trump after this, is probably still tweeting. Jeffrey Epstein has been mentioned, but we have to cut it off somewhere. We're going to talk to our...
She's having such a good time, and I'm happy for her, honestly. She's having like a slumber party gossip sesh right there, and it's fantastic. And we got to watch it on TV. Isn't that great? That was CNN live. Not live, but when it happened, it was live. Yeah, she's having a great time. And these tweets are useful in understanding what happened. Let's go back to this one and look at this one. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate and forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. Is he upset about that? Probably. Loyalty is a thing Donnie demands of you, but will never return. Elon is either an idiot or didn't understand this. Donnie doesn't take bullets for you. You take bullets for Donnie. That's the way he's always operated. So is there anything important to let's look at some of the other ones that popped up. So let's see. We got some more. Let's see. Here we go. So they are fighting, and it is funny. Let's find... Oh, God. This one goes all the way back to 2022. I hate the stupid websites.
Loyalty is stupid, and I will always stand by this.
Loyalty is probably kind of stupid, but it's good to... I recognize that you should leave people and abandon them if they do something stupid and bad. Rally, cabinet, he bought the car. I wonder if the car is up for sale. I wonder if somebody could buy the car. I wonder if he would put it up for sale. I bet he would. God, it would go for auction, right? And then some Elon fan would pay $1 million for it, and then some Trump fan would pay $1.1 million for it. And then they would fight over it, and I don't understand what would happen there. That is a weird situation. Tensions boil over, spill into the public. So we saw that part. Musk called out Trump's ingratitude. arguing that Republicans would have lost the 2024 election without his support. Now, I'll put the hat on just for a moment, because Democrats can be conspiratorial too. So when the Democrats read that tweet, that he would have lost without me. He would have lost without me. I can't do an Elon voice. Nobody can. I will have lost without me. No, I can't. That doesn't work. I can't do the voice. I'm sorry. I've tried many times and I always fail. So when he put out that tweet that said they would have lost, the Dems, the left leaning, well, not really the left, but the Dems put their tinfoil hats on and said, "Oh my God, he just admitted to cheating." No, he didn't admit to cheating. He bought the election, which is legal in America these days. So he's just admitting that he bought the election and helped Trump win, which is true. We all knew that. Did he cheat in Pennsylvania or flip the votes or hack the machines? I've seen no credible evidence of that. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm just saying I've never seen any evidence of it, or that's to be believed. It's all post-election statistical models that are skewed and out of whack. But statistical models can be wrong. There's errors of percentage. There's rates of error and stuff like that within statistical models. It's unlikely that I flip a coin and it lands on heads 10 times in a row, but it is possible. Slightly unlikely though. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So the Dems put their hat on for that, but then I'm not going down that way until I see some solid evidence that he cheated and flipped votes or hacked something. I will continue to put on the hat and talk about it. Trump in response said Musk went crazy after being asked to leave his White House role, and he toyed with the idea of severing government ties. So yeah, I think, well, this isn't even up to date. Elon talked about the Epstein files, which, again, we knew Donald Trump was in it. We've seen the photos. We know was friends with Epstein. This is all known. His fans, Donald Trump's fans, don't care. They don't give a damn. You could have solid evidence of him going with Epstein to the island, sexually assaulting a minor, and they will say he did that to entrap Jeffrey Epstein and all the other pedophiles. That's what they would say, because they don't care about what's real and what happens. They'll just make up their own reality. They will invent new beliefs to cover up any painful, dangerous reality that they don't like. So what does pointing out the Epstein thing doesn't make any sense. When Elon says, hey, he's in the files. Stay loyal. That's what he wants. They would stay loyal. They really would. And loyalty is stupid. Good point. So his followers will stay loyal forever because they are faithful. They are the MAGA faithful. They will never change their mind. And if you even showed them evidence, solid, rock hard, indisputable evidence, they would believe it's a lie. They would create a belief because they don't want to be tricked. They don't want to ever have been fooled. And so in never having been fooled or bamboozled, they just double down, they triple down, they quadruple down, and they never, never, never break their loyalty. That way they can never be wrong. And if you tell an American that their belief is wrong, they murder you, they shoot at you, they try to kill you. It's not a good idea, but it's what happens. You're directly attacking their identity. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So if Elon knew about the Epstein files, why didn't he say it sooner? Why didn't he point this out during the election? He went through the entire election knowing all this and still gave him hundreds of millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars of free ads on X.com. That makes you a piece of shit, Elon. It really does. Hey, I know this guy's a criminal, but he's my criminal and I'm going to support him. And then when he does something you don't like, you say that he's a criminal. Yeah, well, dummy, you should have said that he was a criminal to begin with. Again, he's a sloppy bitch who doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to have a fight. He doesn't know how to interact with human beings. He is very, very, very uncharismatic. Donnie, on the other hand, has all the charisma, but not a lot of the money. Donnie's broke. He always has been. He's been broke for a very long time. He pretends to be rich. And he convinces other people that he is rich, and then he borrows from them, and he stiffs them. And then he runs out of money. So he needs all that Elon money. the two things that won for Donnie was his faithful followers and Elon's money. Together, those two things got him the win. If we didn't have both, Kamala would have won. She really would have. If Donnie didn't have his faithful, Kamala would have won. If Elon didn't have all that money to spend on the thing, Kamala would have won. But together, they're unstoppable. They're unbeatable. So this is why the Republicans are freaking out. They're panicking. They want that money. They need that money. They got to have that Elon money. But they can't be on the side of Elon and the side of Trump. You can't do both. So they have to walk the line and be in the middle and say things about how they're just having a fight. They're just arguing. Transactional relationship. Absolutely. They are both transactional between each other. Elon wanted the government to cut his taxes. Donnie needed some money. Bam. Let's go. Let's be best friends. So where are we now? Which is, that leads us to the next bit, which is Trump has the money, but Musk has the money, but Trump has the power. Yeah, I guess this is what I was talking about as well. And Tesla stock went way down. Let's go back to this thing right here. Let's watch this. Oh, we skipped all that. Oh, well, we're not going to listen to them. Anyway, we're done with her. Then the stock goes down. I'm hoping I would push anybody at any of his companies to boot him out of your board. Tesla people, get rid of Elon. He is hurting your brand. He is hurting your sales. All of the Dem-leaning people in the country who bought Teslas are upset about it now. Hi, Richie. Thanks for coming. We're talking about the drama. The left-leaning people who bought the Teslas because they want to be environmental, because they want to do a environmental thing to make the world a better place, are abandoning you. You've lost your customers. You're losing your stock prices. Get rid of Elon. He doesn't work for you anyway. He doesn't do anything. You only had him there because he brings his name, and that raises your price.
I'd consider a Tesla if they fired Elmo.
Exactly. Get rid of him. I will never buy one as long as he's involved. And if we say that in public where people can see us and hear us, maybe the board, Tesla, will boot him off. And he won't be the world's richest man anymore. And then he can just go play by himself on Twitter. He doesn't do anything else anyway. All he does is take drugs and tweet. I wish I could be paid quite as much as he is to just take drugs and tweet. That would be a great life. That's a good job. I don't know how he got it. He's a moron. Anyway, so what happens next? We might have already gone back on this because, let's see what else happened. Yeah, we saw that. We saw this. Apparently there was a fist fight almost. So Scott Bessent called Elon a fraud, and then Musk rammed his shoulder into Bessent's rib cage like a rugby player, Bannon said, and then Bessent hit him back. So this is coming from Steve Bannon, who is a special kind of Nazi. Steve Bannon isn't to be trusted. How do I explain this? Maytag, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Steve Bannon are on opposite sides of the Nazi spectrum. She wants to control the government so she can control your life and make it where there are no more gay people, there are no more trans people, and you have to vote for Trump. Steve Bannon wants to use those social issues like gay rights and stuff like that to control the government. They're coming at it, but they're getting to the same kind of a conclusion, but they're just coming at it from two different angles. He wants to own the government because he recognizes the power. Maytag wants the power to control how you act. And they agree with each other. They'll be best friends. But Steve Bannon is absolutely firing at Elon, saying that he needs to be deported. He's an illegal alien. Get rid of him. And that leads Johnny to enact his newest foreign policy. So this is Donnie's foreign policy now. Shoot to kill.
the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa.
This is Donnie's new foreign policy. Kill the white South Africans. That is his plan. That is where he's going to go with this. And because of that, Elon came down off of his drugs and then kind of backpedaled. So Elon came down off of his ketamine high. How long does ketamine last? I don't know. I don't think it's long. I don't know anything about drugs. So Elon came down and deleted the Epstein tweet after Trump riffed. The tech billionaire also retreats from his threats to decommission Dragon spacecraft used by NASA, because he did do that too. He was promising to remove all his stuff from NASA, and then he came down from whatever high he was on. And he's backed up a little bit. So Mr. Musk also appeared to suggest the stuff. I know I want the latest stuff. Let's see. The president later said the Oval Office meeting, very disappointed. Without me, Trump would have lost. Okay, great. What happened latest? What's the latest? Tesla shares. Look at that. Good Lord. And then he came back. He saw that it was bad for his business, so he started coming back. So yeah, he has talked about a new political party, which I would be absolutely on board for. I would love for Elon to start a third party. God, that would be good. God, that would be good for me and you and the country. Bad for him. And it would be, are you going to be sweating with that long? With that thing, that's on YouTube. You can play that anytime on YouTube, the kill the board thing. That's Donnie's new plan. But yeah, what was I saying? I lost my place. What was I thinking? Yeah, I would love for Elon to start a new party. It would take all the Silicon Tech bros would join it. The Peter Thiels, the Curtis Yarvins, they can have Vivek the Fake, and they can all run on cyber fiefdoms and building cyberpunk dystopias based on their own platforms. You know, if you want to do work, you got to sign up to x.com and that's where you're going to clock in, is your X app, your everything app that Elon wants to run. You're going to use that to clock in. You're going to use that to buy stuff. You're going to use that to sell stuff. You're going to use that to vote. You're going to use that to do everything in his little fiefdom that he creates. And then Curtis Yarvin will have one that's next door, a little city states based around your specific company that you work for. It'll be a disgusting dystopia, but that's what they want. And all the what's they're called? Silicon Valley tech bros, they will join that party and they won't vote for Trump. And they won't vote for whoever comes after Trump or Trump's third term, which he is going to try and run for. So I would love that split to happen within the voting base. I'm not entirely sure it will, because Elon has come down from his drugs. And they're probably going to threaten to get rid of him because he's bad for business. And if he's bad for business, he's going to lose all his money, and then he's going to be of no value to anybody. If he loses his money, if he loses his ability to control Tesla stock and the X.com app, he will lose everything he has. He won't have any money. They won't have any use for him. He will try he has name recognition, sure, and he will try to create this new party, but it'll just be filled with jerks who just don't vote for Donald Trump, and then whoever comes after him will lose. So I'm going to put my hat on. What are some of the tinfoil hat theories to go around? First of all, I actually do kind of think I like this one. This was always intended to happen so that they can pull the 25th Amendment on Donnie, get rid of him, and put J.D. Vance in charge. Folks, this is what's going to happen. Elon is going to talk about all the mistakes that Trump has made, and then they're going to vote on the 25th Amendment, and then J.D. Vance becomes president. Possible. I do really think they don't want him. They wanted him to win, and now that they've put enough of the fascist infrastructure in place, about ignoring the law and making the president immune to crimes. And the big beautiful bill has that one really weird line about the judiciary not being able to enforce anything ever anymore forever, so that the president just gets to do what he wants and break the law anytime he wants. And you have to individually sue him if he harms you, and the court won't be able to take it up, and they won't have any money, and you won't have any money, and then the DOJ will dismiss it. So they'll just break all the laws. That's coming. So if the big beautiful bill passes with that, they toss Donnie immediately. 25th Amendment, look, he's talking about water faucets again. He's talking about Elon. He's talking about the fact that he won in 2020, and we all know he didn't. They will turn on him, especially on that one. The J.D. Vance will look into a camera and tell you that Donnie thinks he won in 2020, and that's a lie. It's insane, and it's proof that he's lost it, and he needs to be removed by the 25th Amendment, even though he'd completely defended that stance for the past 5 years. He doesn't care. He will flip that. He will heel turn as quick as possible on that thing to get rid of him and become the president himself. Then we can have Curtis Yarvin be the vice president, and they can break us all up into their little cyber fiefdoms. That's the plan for those guys, and I'm on board. I know I'm wearing my hat. That's what they want. That's what I think they will do. What was that other one that I was thinking about? It was the Epstein files. So Epstein files. I read some moron on one of the conspiracy sites say, now I might even have a photo of it. Let me see if I got the little thing over here. I do. Look. Breaking. Democrats now calling for the Epstein files to be released. See, this is a trick. This is a trap by these two guys fighting. Elon now says release the Epstein files. Trump says release the Epstein files. And now the Democrats say release the Epstein files. And when we get all the Epstein files, we'll find out about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and their kill list. Kill Clinton is what I call him, and his wife, Hillary Clinton. They have a kill list. They have a Rich Voss. They have a whole thing. They've done all these terrible things. Frazzle drip is real. Anthony Podesta is going to be in there, and everybody, the whole elite is going to fall. Why is that nonsense? It sounds exciting, and it sounds like drama. It really does. Here's some drama. It sounds dramatic and exciting.
Waldop 3 drama.
But why doesn't it make sense? Well, because that would suggest that Johnny already has all of the files, and he can release them. But he didn't, because he didn't have the Democrats' permission? Kind of sense does that make? How does that make sense? We were waiting politely until the Democrats asked, vaguely, as a group. It wasn't even like a specific person. It just says the Democrats are now calling for the Epstein files to be released. Like, it didn't even have a name. It's just in general, they are calling for them to be released. And now we'll do it, because we couldn't do it before without their permission. That doesn't make any sense at all. If Johnny has bad news about a Democrat, he will tell you. He will scream it. He will look into a camera and distort it. He will scream it to he will over-exaggerate the damage that they've done, the things that they have done wrong. He will, hat's falling off. He will not keep that secret. Okay? Joe Hunter's laptop was obvious horseshit, and he never shuts up about it. Never shuts up about it. You could still get him. You could probably get him on a 2-hour rant right now if you just said the word laptop. His aides know not to say the word, because then he'll get off subject entirely and just complain about the laptop from Hill for hours. It was nothing, literally nothing, and it was Psy-op Russian bullshit anyway, and filled with what's the word? Not continuity errors, but chain of custody problems. So you can't trust anything that's written, that was on it, or anybody ever wrote about it. It's nothing. At worst case, all of it's true. Hunter Biden has a big dick and has sex with ladies while doing drugs. Oh no. that's nothing, but they turned it into a nightmare, horrible situation that owned the news media for months and still kind of would if he brought it up. So if he has actual damning evidence within these Epstein files and he's not releasing it, that's stupid. He would release it immediately. The minute Donnie finds something incriminating on those files, he will release it. His DOJ, Pam Bondi, the Nazi, put out the whole, she released them earlier this year. Epstein files released by Pam Bondi, and it was a joke. It was literally nothing. It was weeks ago. I can't find the right thing. They're all talking about the one today. But she released it. She released nothing. She released old news. If I put out if I just went live and talked about shit that happened 4 years, or if I just played the video that I made 4 years ago or something, it wouldn't be news. It wouldn't be a release. It's already out. We already know it. So this leads me to the point about the Epstein files. No more Epstein files will ever be released. None of them. No more. Absolutely not. The Dems know that Bill Clinton is in there, and they're afraid of the bad press, so they won't release anything ever. Republicans want to use the files as a scary boogeyman for the rest of time, and an endless investigation that always turns up one more accusation every time an election draws near. Whoever is in the 2028 or 2026 midterms will be implicated in the Epstein files. And no, you won't be able to see it. Pam Bondi, the Nazi, will simply come onto TV and tell you that they're opening an investigation into whoever's winning in 2028 because they might have a tie to Jeffrey Epstein. And then we'll talk about it, and then the news will run with it, and then they'll have a whole time. Alex Jones will tell you that it's probably entirely true, and you should always trust them. And then I'll put on my tinfoil hat, and then nothing will ever come of it. The investigation will quietly close 6 months later when nobody's paying attention. Nothing will happen. There will be no evidence release. There will be no statements. There will be no official report created. The accusation is all that matters. Accuse anybody in the Dems of being in this mysterious, magical black file that you aren't going to show us. Then whoever's running for president in 2028 will go through the same thing. They'll just, Pam Bondi, the Nazi, will just say, oh, well, this person is in the Epstein files. We're investigating whether or not that's going to happen. And the DOJ will just ramp up a giant investigation that will go nowhere, prove nothing, create no evidence, put nothing in front of any judges. But they'll make accusations. And then the news will talk about it, and then Fox News will repeat it as if it's real, as if it's true, and then the Twitter will all tell each other that it's true, and then the Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, will have 2 different press briefings. She'll have one with the regular reporters who work for the regular news, who are all bought by the right-wing media and Russia, and then she will have a second press briefing with streamers, Tim Pool, Dom Lucre, hard right-wing trolls, grifters, and liars. And she will tell them what they want to hear, and then they will go onto their streams and they will lie constantly and claim that the press secretary told them all these things. Well, the press secretary lies a lot. And then that will gin up. And then the normal people will hear that. They don't hear the news. No, they hear bullshit from bullshit artists. And then they will believe that it is true. They will think that it is correct. They will believe that whoever runs in 2028 is on Epstein's list. And then after the election, they'll just drop it. If they win, they'll just drop it. If they lose, they'll just drop it. and move on to the next thing. They don't need to prove anything. They just need to accuse the people they don't like of the things that are terrible. And that is the Republican Party. That is their entire operation these days. They don't do anything. They don't help you anything. They steal and they lie. The end. That's it. That's what Donnie's doing. He's stealing from the government. He's stealing from you. He's stealing from, I think he stole $80 million. Or the government stole $80 million from the city of New York or something like that. I was watching the debate the other day for the New York mayor, and they were all talking about how Donald Trump stole $80 million from him. Well, $80 million was, that was the fine he didn't pay. New York has said, you need to pay us $80 million for your crimes, and he just didn't. So they consider that stealing? Kind of is. That's $80 million they should have had that he robbed them of. He robbed them of $80 million in tax revenue, and then they said, hey, give us that back, and he said no. So he kind of did steal from them. Let's see. So is there anything else to think of in this fun little spat? I don't think there is. I'm still watching it, and I was kind of excited at first because they were finally fighting and going away from each other, and maybe this would cause a split. Maybe this would create that third party. Maybe they would split the entire Republican Party, and then in the 2026 election, the midterm election, there's a shitload of people up for election in the Senate and the House. Entirely possible we get another giant fucking blue wave, hopefully. Then they have the House, they have the Senate, and they will impeach him and J.D. Vance both. But and then make whoever's the head of the House the president. That would be a wild time. That's going to be wild. I know that the politics is usually kind of boring, except for the past decade. 10 years ago, politics just was fucking boring, and even I was bored with it. And you watch it, and then you get the news, and then you pontificate maybe a little bit, and then you play a video game. I don't get to play video games anymore. I'm going to here in a few minutes, but there's so much going on. It's very difficult to do. Anyway, what was I thinking? The 2028 might be a good time. Or 2026 might be a good time, but it might not. They're going to cheat. They're going to cheat so much. Donnie's in charge of the government. He's going to cheat. He's going to break the system. He's going to boot everybody off of the things. Every red state is trying their ass off to just not let people vote anymore. And it's a mess. So that's going to be fun to watch. Stick around. Come hang out with Waldo. Press the subscribe button. Press the thumbs up. Press the follow button. Ring the bell. Leave a comment leave some hate in the comments. All those things. And then when that happens, we can all watch it together. We can all feel together about it. But until then, we just keep watching this crap. And let's see, what else do we have to talk about today? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Heavily armed DHS paramilitary forces and military vehicles fired dozens of stun grenades at a crowd of onlookers today in Los Angeles. So the Gestapo is doing Gestapo things. Let's start it from the beginning. Jeez, it's too tall for my screen.
All that for one dude.
I know. One dude who probably hasn't even broken any laws. They're doing everything they're right. They're standing they're getting in the way. They're telling them to fuck off. They're recording everything that they do. This is all good. Those are American patriots standing in the way because when the fucking fascists come, stand against them. That's patriotism. The people in the mismatching uniforms there are not here to help. They're here to hurt. Let's see. We got another one here too. And this is happening all over the place. This is a big thing. Here's LAPD. LAPD helping them because, again, this is a class struggle between the rich and the powerful, the poor and the powerless, and the working poor police officers who are paid by the powerful people. So let's watch the LAPD help ICE.
Can't move any faster than the people in front of me. Why are you helping the fake cops, though? You guys are fine, but why are you helping the fake cops?
Why are you helping the fake cops? Patriot right there, that guy. Good job. What else? I think I had another one over here. No, this is about Abrego Garcia. But do I have any other videos? I don't think I do. Okay. So, yeah, bad. Shitty. Don't do that. The reason they tell me that they want to kick all those people out is because they're dangerous. ICE is dangerous. The cops are far more dangerous than any illegal person. They really are. They're the ones that are armed and immune to crime and immune to punishment and get off, and they have an entire union of people protecting them and lawyers and district attorneys who want to get them away from being held responsible for their actions. And they get to wear masks, and we don't get to know who they are. That's a bunch of horse shit too. Here's Pastor Mike Johnson telling you why they should wear masks. There we go. Let's go. Let's hear from Pastor Mike Johnson.
From the people who mandated mask wearing for years in America, it's absurd. They need to back off of ICE and respect our agents and stop protesting against them.
You're okay with these agents sort of not identifying themselves when they're arresting migrants?
Why? So that they can target them? So they can put their names and faces online and dox them? That's what these activists do.
Yes. That's called accountability. Mike Johnson, if they weren't harming innocent people, we wouldn't want to dox them. If they weren't harming human beings who have done nothing wrong, we wouldn't be upset. But they are. They are racist. They are fascists. They are the jackbooted thugs who are kicking in doors and dragging children away to a gulag. Yes, I want their faces known. Yes, I want them doxxed. Yes, I want people to know what is happening. Mike Johnson doesn't want you to know that this is happening. He does not want you to watch those videos. He does not want these ICE agents held accountable. He does not want you to know what's going on because he is a fascist. He is pushing for our country to be worse and hard right-wing authoritarian. He doesn't want peace. He doesn't want reality. He doesn't want the people who get dragged off in the middle of the night, black bag, sent to a gulag, to have rights. He doesn't think they're people. He doesn't think they get human rights because they're different. And he's already determined which of them are guilty and which of them aren't by the color of their skin. And we get to more of that here when we look at Kilmar Abrego Garcia is coming back. So let's start up that one. What is this thing? Get out of here. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is coming back. Where is it? Yeah, so he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador on his way back to the U.S. To face criminal charges, sources say. That's fine. That's good. He shouldn't have been sent away. If you have criminal charges, that comes first, you see. If you think he is a criminal, you get a warrant and you arrest him. And then you give him a defense lawyer, and then you put him up for trial. And after that trial, if he's found guilty, then you give him a sentence and you put him in jail and you leave him there. But we skipped all of that shit. We skipped all of that, including the sentencing. And we just threw him into a different country's jail. And he just stayed there. How long is he going to be there? Nobody knows. We didn't give him a sentence. What crimes did he do? Nobody knows. We haven't proven anything in court. When is he ever going to get to leave? Nobody knows. What's happening in that prison? Nobody knows. They won't tell us. And that's the way the fascists want it. That's the way Mike Johnson wants it. He wants the people he doesn't like thrown into a gulag and then never talked about again. What happens in there? Not his business. How they got there? Not his business. Are they ever getting out? Not his business. He doesn't give a damn. That's not law. That's not order. And that's the problem. They will look you in the eye. Mike Johnson will look you in the eye and tell you that that's law and order. Skipping all those steps. He's a criminal, so we threw him in a gulag. Did you prove it? No. Did he have a chance to defend himself? No. Did he get a sentence? No. Did you put him in front of a judge? No. Law and order, says Mike Johnson, says Donald Trump. That's not law. That's not order. It's authoritarian dictatorship. He doesn't like this person. They go away. But he will be coming back, and they're making shit up about him. So Pam Bondi, the Nazi, is making things up about him. I think she might have talked about it here. Maybe I have a link on it. No, let's close that one. But no, they are making some stuff up about him. She says that he has all these terrible accusations against him. This is the full indictment. I also listened to Pam Bondi's press conference. They allege that he was involved in a lot of very serious crimes and reference multiple times the co-conspirator statements, likely jailhouse informants. Notably, however, he's only charged with a Tennessee traffic stop. Pam Bondi says he's done serious human trafficking crimes, but they charged him only with a traffic incident because she's a gigantic lying Nazi. The person in charge of it, so this is great too, Abrego Garcia Schrader resigned. This person was prompted by concerns that the case would be pursued for political reasons. This is the guy who was, Schrader spent 15 years in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Nashville and was chief of the criminal division. When they told him he would be in charge of this, he resigned because he knows it's a scam. He knows it's horseshit. He knows that Pam Bondi is a gigantic liar. His indictment led the top federal prosecutor in Tennessee to resign because he knows that she's a goddamn fascist. He knows it. He has looked at the world. He has looked at it. And he knows that if he does if he conducts this trial as per the law, Abrego Garcia will get to sue the government. He will. He has been falsely imprisoned. That's against the law. If you falsely imprison someone, you get to sue the government. If the government falsely imprisoned him, he gets to sue the government for lots and lots of money. And any lawyer, if he's actually given one, will make that happen. And he will. Abrego Garcia is going to win. And he is going to point out, and we will all see the horrible, disgusting lies that this fascist is telling us. Got too excited. And this Schrader doesn't want to be a part of it. He knows that it will ruin his career to stand next to Pam Bondi. He knows that if he stands with Pam Bondi, he will have to lie to win. And he has some sort of personal integrity, which is nice. I'm glad some of that still exists within the United States government. Bad news, they're just going to they're just going to put someone who votes for Trump into this position anyway, who's willing to lie, happy to lie, going to lie happily, gladly, give Donnie a little salute and tell him that's exactly what he's going to do. And if we had law and order, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't be going wrong right now. But the Republicans skipped the law. They skipped the order. They skipped the rules. They skipped all of the important things about the due process, the process that is due to this person. They skipped all that. And now they're paying the price. And we all have to pay it too. Because if that guy can be shipped off, JK Free, just subscribe. Thanks very much on the YouTube. We might get a few more of those because that's what happens. Sometimes the YouTube system is kind of slow. But yeah, if Abrego Garcia can be blackbagged and thrown into a gulag, so can you. Jack, thank you for subscribing. You might be able thrown into a gulag. If Abrego Garcia can be thrown into a gulag, so can you, Jack and JK Free. Rhino Theory, you might get thrown into a gulag as well. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it's entirely possible that if those people can be thrown into a gulag, so can you. Your Stalemair, you might get thrown into a gulag as well. This is so weird. This is a fun bit. I like doing this. Are there any more? Yeah. Chai, you might get thrown into a gulag. Thanks for coming.
Follow train.
Well, it's not so what happens? I make YouTube videos, right? And like 10, I think I got 9 subscribers. Wow, 9. Alonso Cisternus, you might get thrown into a gulag. I'm sorry to let you know. That sounds like a Spanish name. They're coming for you, boss. So I know those people subscribed to my YouTube channel weeks ago, I think, but the system doesn't like do it right. It takes a really long time. And I think if somebody like specifically follows during a live stream or subscribes during a live stream, it kicks off all of the ones that it hasn't shown us yet. So it looks like a train, and it's great for my my ego and the algorithm. They all think this is all happening at once. It's not, but it's fun. Okay, let's see. I'm closing some things, some tabs. I'm going to, so yeah, if you're watching, if you're paying attention, hop in the chat, tell me what you think, tell me what you're feeling. Go on over to the YouTube to become a follower and a subscriber. The YouTube link is right there. Bam.
YouTube.
You can go over there and watch all. I take what I do is I take these streams. I'm basically just making YouTube videos live. I take them and I cram them and cut out all the uhs and the ums and the awkward pauses. And then I turn them into YouTube videos, and then you can watch them there. So if you missed the stream, you can go over to the YouTube and I'll put the best parts on there. And if you want to watch this whole thing with all the uhs and the ums and the awkward pauses, you can do that on the live tab. That's a thing too. You can go there and you get all of it. And you can put it on a second monitor while you're playing an actual video game. I do that all the time. I appreciate that. I would love to be your second monitor content. That would be a pleasure to me. So go on over to the YouTube, break the thumb, smash the bell, explode the subscribe button, and spit hatred at anyone in the comments, because the YouTube algorithm is powered by hate. So the more hate you spread around on the YouTube comments, the more the algorithm will promote me. It's a good time. You can hate anybody you want. You want to hate Obama? Go for it. You want to hate Trump? Go for it. You want to hate me? By all means. You want to hate a random chatter? Just pick one at random and then tell us how much you hate them. And the YouTube algorithm will love that. The YouTube algorithm loves hate. So if you hate something in the comments, it'll bump me up. And then more people get to show up, and then you get to hate more people. It's a whole thing. So it's Saturday, and I haven't played any video games in a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the lovely chalking chat lady on, and you can tell me what you're thinking. The robot. There she is. You can send me a message. You can say anything you want. If you want to go over to the Discord, you can do that too.
Discord.
There's the Discord link. You can go there and you can watch you can argue with other people that are in the community and put up cute memes. And I don't have any, and we have a whole channel of Bobo pictures, but he's not here. He's on summer vacation. Sorry to all the Bobo fans, Bobo the Baby Bark Boy fans. He is gone on vacation to the deserts of Texas, and he is just king of the desert now, even though he's tied to a post because he runs away. Okay, so let's start up a Steam game. Yeah. What are we doing today? We're playing Death Must Die because they had a new update or something and a new class that I haven't played yet. So we're going to play that new class. It'll be a good time. Let's start up the game. Capture, webcap, here we go. Oh, yeah, no, I want to talk about this first. Man robbed a Mexican immigrant, then wrote fake Trump threats in his name so he'd be deported before testifying. This is a fantastic news. This one simple trick will get you out of all kinds of legal trouble. Rob a Mexican immigrant, blame him for threatening Donald Trump, and then he'll be deported. A Milwaukee defendant is accused of hatching a twisted plan to avoid going to a trial, which prosecutors say involved tricking ICE into deporting the star witness in his case. The Milwaukee man allegedly confessed to framing a Mexican immigrant by writing fake death threats in his name against President Donald Trump and members of ICE. Demetric Deshawn Scott, who will soon go on trial in an armed robbery case, is accused of trying to get trial witness Ramon Morales Reyes deported so that he wouldn't be able to testify. Police listened in on multiple jail calls in which Scott allegedly detailed his plan to sabotage the trial, including enlisting his mother to mail the threatening letters from her home. Boss, Demetric, listen, man, the jail phones, those are bugged. They listen to every word you say and then they record it. Bad plan. I don't think he did a very good job here. So bad plan. Don't do that. Don't blame immigrants for your crimes. You're going to have a bad time. All right, let's turn off window capture, turn on game capture, and then we pick the game, right? We're choosing Death Must Die. Go. Finger flicks. Damn, I'm good. All right, do we need to change the size? We'll bring it down. Bring it down a little bit. Right there. Here we go. Okay. No, I can't change the size. This is the best I can do. And we're going to play. There we go. So hop into chat. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. The lovely robot will read it out loud. If you're in Twitch chat, I cannot make the robot work for YouTube or Kick chat, but if you know how, leave a link in the Discord and tell me how to do that, and I'll try. This is apparently a new class. I just turned it on. This is the Druid, I think. I don't remember what the buttons do. There's our himbo elf. Move or I'll rip your guts out. I hope you bleed red. It will color the snow nicely. Before you jump at me with those rusted claws, allow me a moment to explain I'm actually on your side. So take that hourglass and go satiate that madness in the underworld, please. Alright, here we go. This is the base. Outer circle waypoint unlocked. Yeah. Hey, they moved the stuff around slightly since the last time I played. Dracula's wing? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's for killing the vampire. Killed a vampire. New person. New shopkeeper type of thing. Let's look at my stash. Where's my stash? She does a flip. Oh, flip, 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 flip. Where is my stash? Where are you at? Stash. It's over here. It's the mailbox. Is this the stash? That's the library. Close. Armory. There it is. Good Lord. I have too much crap. Okay. Oh, wait. No, this is... Oh. Okay. Can I just have any of these things? Tony Bolletto. Trump is the man. Elon needs another black eye for getting out of line. No, Trump's a fascist, and Elon is also a fascist. So it's okay if they fight. I like it when they fight. Do I have these? Okay, we'll just throw some crap on. I'm 100% Italian from the Bronx. We know how to handle rats like Elon. Well, what's he ratting? What's he doing? Telling you true things? Wasn't Donnie actually friends with Epstein? I kind of remember that happening. What is a ring? No, you don't. Capiche? I don't what? Like it when fascists fight each other? Yeah, I do. It's quite nice. I rather appreciate it.
He tweeted mean things about Trump. Off with his head.
Exactly. He said a mean thing about your favorite guy, so he's got to go. Can I sell these things? Okay. Had enough inventory management for today. Let's go play the game. Cement boots? That's terribly violent, Tony. You're calling for him to be harmed for the words that he said? Not very free speechy of you, you know what I mean? Oh, I went to level 3. I should have gone level 1. Ah, jeez. Oh, geez, Rick. I should have gone level 1.
The Reaper does not listen to the harvest, so maybe it's high time he started.
Attack, cursed, passive when you kill an enemy, chance cursed enemies. No, let's do attack, curse. This one looks boring. I should play Planetscape Torment, the one that has no action and is all just story and talking. Tony, I don't think you know what the word boring means. Planescape Torment is a very good game. It's just also very boring. It's a talking simulator, and it doesn't have voice acting. I mean, it might if they did a re-release, but the old version definitely didn't.
LOL, entertain me, Waldo. Play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Right? Shurikens, War Pact, deal more damage to enemy barriers and bosses. I do like that one. So this druid girl just kind of claws at people. Okay. All right, is there... Nope. Okay. I haven't played this one in a couple of months, so I don't quite remember how it goes. But I'm going to go look around the map, see if I can find anything. So we're in a very dark, spoopy forest. Look, there's a dot on the map. Yellow dot on the map means I go towards it. Skeletons can't catch me. What is this? This is a sun petal. +2 heal on level up. Okay. Thank you. Sun petal. Oh. Archer. Got me. Oh.
Training every single day.
Hey girl, hey. Blessing, Alden, blessings, more damage. Attack area, earth spike. Few attacks creates an earth spike. I do like the earth spike one. Is that a ghost? Oh, we got ghosts. This is like Scoob, it's a ghost. You're definitely the type of guy to educate me on CRPGs. What some good ones that you have that have turn-based combat? CRPGs. The
Where to?
Rogue Trader. It's called a Rogue Trader. It's a Warhammer 40k. You take on Rogue Trader is very good. Let me see. Baldur's Gate 3, obviously. Then there's another one that I wanted to play, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Solasta, I think, is the name of the other one. There was a big CRPG thing. Yeah, Planescape Torment a long time ago was a big deal because it had this giant, rich, thick story, and it's a very good game. It's just that it's not all that actiony and exciting. Rogue Trader and Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, and so I think it's Solasta, Solasta. I think is the name of it. I could probably find it on what's it called, Steam. I heard really good things about Solasta. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't have that kind of time for so many of them. Solasta. Wait, go. Yeah. So Solasta. I've heard is a good one. I'm watching the trailer right now, but you can't see it because, yeah, it's one of those. Though I have not played it. The other one, Rogue Trader, I have played and is very good. Baldur's Gate 3 is also very good. Solasta, I've heard very good things about. What do we got? We got Earth Spike is upgraded, has a chance to critically hit, lose a strike slot. That's weird. Curiosity.
Would you consider Into the Breach a CRPG?
Into the Breach? I don't know that one. Do I know that one? Which one is that? More banishes, rerolls, and alterations. And the hero's journey. Your damage is increased by 4. That's nice. Into the Breach. I do not know that one. I've never played it. Don't recognize the name off the top of my head. These ghosts. Come here, ghost. They giggle like girls. Smexy little ghosts. Oh, yellow dots on the map. Go get them. Mushrooms. Astravelia. Plus status damage, okay. And a stone of stamina. 30 movement speed for 30 seconds. Hooray! Let's run to the next thing. Chase down some ghosts. Withering elder tree folk. The tree folk's eyes glow and his branches rustle as you approach. Yes, it's you. He murmurs and he slowly focuses on you, whispers of your quest to reach me through the moor's decrepit trees. I would love nothing more than to help you smash, whack, crush, and burn the foul creatures corrupting his land. Upon a wave of his hand, the tree folk's ancient magic surges through you. What do I want? 100% damage versus undead? That would be great. Whenever you kill 12 enemies, gain 2% damage for 3 seconds. No, thank you. Whenever you break an enemy's barrier, gain 20% damage for 9 seconds. No, thank you. Whenever an enemy dies while burning, gain 2. No. We're going to take this one. Smash. 100%. Damage to undead, which is all of these guys. Now I expect all the undead to disappear and start fighting demons or something. Just so they can dick me.
Hi again.
Deadly attack goes up. Black serpents are pretty good. And it's blue. Resolve curse statuses immediately. Yeah, but I don't have anything doing curses, so I need something to cast the curses, which is the black. Yeah. Black serpents make their life bars green, and then my attack immediately kills anything with a green life bar. Did I ever play Wizardry? No. That was before I had a PC. That one was a big deal before I was cool enough to be in the PC Master Race. I was surprised to learn that the Wizardry series continued in Japan with games we never got over here. Yeah, that is a thing. They had a big good old time with those. It was a genre over there that a lot of people liked. Yellow dot on the map. Let's go get it. A well. Shady well. 9. The cursed water. Got -4 evasion from drinking that water. Poisoned water. Bad time. Ooh, red. All right. I like Chains of War. Grappling hook. Whenever your enemy starts attacking you, there's a chance you shoot out a grappling hook that damages and pulls them towards you. Well, I'm already pretty close to everybody. Chains of War. It is. It's red. Very nice. Because that just spins around me all the time and does the death tornado around me. Spin to win. I grew up on Japanese RPGs for consoles, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I did as well. The old Final Fantasies, what were the other JRPGs back then? The Dragon Quest. The first RPG I ever played was DQ1. It was called Dragon Warrior back then, but yeah, I got my mother knew that I was addicted to video games, and so she found a deal for Nintendo Power where you get the magazine, and if you sign up for the magazine subscription, they send you one free video game. And they didn't tell you which one it was, and I didn't know which one it was at the time, but it turned out to be Dragon Warrior, and I didn't understand how to play it. But then she figured it out and showed me how. And it came with like a whole booklet. The RPGs back then came with big old instruction books and artwork and stuff like that, so you could learn how to do the thing and see what they were actually talking about. You actually don't see any of the weapons in Dragon Quest 1. It just tells you, hey, you have a hand axe. Okay, cool. You have a hand axe, great. But, yeah, I'm dead. I should have gone to level 1, this new character. But then the booklet will show you a photo of the hand axe, and then you can imagine that you're holding a hand axe. We're going to go to level 1, the outer circle. Yeah, you had to use your imagination back then. Yeah. It's a thing we don't have to do anymore. Unless you're playing pixel art games like this. I imagine that's a lady right there on the screen. I imagine that's her doing a somersault. You know? Let's sell some junk. That's a hair. Can I equip that? What does it do? Alterations, dash, recharge speed. No, I don't like the Jade Rabbit. We're selling it. You imagine things when you read books too. Yeah, that's true. You just stare. I mean, reading is just staring at a piece of wood and hallucinating. So, but I think that makes your brain stronger. I still don't have a weapon for this character. Or a belt. Are belts or weapons in here? No, only belts. Let's see if I can buy a belt and a weapon. Hey, there's a belt. It's the most expensive belt. It must be the best. Oh, wait. I can't wear that one. Shit. Wasted money. I don't think reading is bad for your cognitive abilities. Yeah, I know. It's not bad for you. It's great for you. It gives you empathy. And I think I made a video about this on YouTube. See, I transitioned into that. I did make a video a couple of days ago about empathy. And I think that reading gives you more empathy. And I think that's a good thing. Is this for Druid? There we go. Where's that for Druid? Ooh, that one's for Druid. That one's better. Take that one. And even reading fiction while not a real thing that happened, you're reading a fictional story about a guy who did some stuff that isn't real, gives you empathy to the way he's feeling, because it tells you how he's feeling, how he's doing, or how she's feeling. Oh my God. What if you understood the feelings of another person? And that leads to empathy, and that empathy leads to, I think, real, actual empathy in real life. So that one is got to go there. Then we need another ring, one of these rings. You can only have one type of ring, right? No, this is a jewel. This isn't a ring. So true. Reading changed my mind when I came to thinking we must have all Trump haters executed. There you go. See, it worked. Once I had started reading more, I realized jail was just fine. See, exactly. And now you're a better person. And if you keep reading, hey, guess what? It'll be even better. These are jewels. These are not rings. It looks like a ring, but that's a jewel. Okay, so we need a ring. This is a ring. I will buy that and put it right there. Okay. Then we're going to go over to level 1. Die, skeletons. Yeah. See, level 1's easier. I mean, obviously, but yeah, brand new character, level 1. Let's go. A well. Yeah, it wasn't a poisoned well like the last one. Gain 10% more heals. Gain 16% more adapt offers. Ooh, I do like that. Do I think the Fallout games were good? I never really got into the original ones, the 1 and 2. I did play Fallout 3 a lot. I did play New Vegas. New Vegas was very good, and I played that a lot, and I played that with mods and all kinds of wacky stuff. And then 4 was okay. I played all the way through Fallout 4, but I didn't love it. I don't know. There's just something about it that I didn't love. Rampaging attack. And apply rupture damage and attack area, or I could re-roll entirely. Ugh, it was better before. Now we're red. All right. So now we got red. Rampaging attack. Okay. That's what I get for gambling. Losing and then winning. I played New Vegas. I had so many bugs. I stopped. Came around. Yeah. I remember that's what happened to me with 4. I didn't get to it when it was brand new, so maybe some of them were patched by the time I got in there. And I'd gone nuts with mods and stuff like that to make it crazy anyway. But yeah, New Vegas was a good time. Those games are usually okay. I mean, I played Oblivion for hours on end, and then Skyrim when it came out too. I remember the day I started Skyrim.
What'll it be, Hotshot?
I was you get through that first little intro and you do all the tutorials for Skyrim, and then I got out of the cave and I looked at the it was snowing outside in the water, and then I thought to myself, don't get in that water, it's too cold. And then I thought, wait a minute, it's a video game, you'll be fine. I was really in the zone that day. So blessing by summers increase, all summer blessings deal more damage, so that's kind of nice, but blue or better, right? We're gonna reroll. Shit, come on, blue or better. Let's go. Blue or better. There we go, purple. Attack speed is increased. Devotion to summer. Damage for 24. Okay, we're gonna take that. And then we're gonna take every summer thing they offer us. It's a summer run now. I don't know, those are summer skills. My packaging attack goes up. Charge. Your dash damages and knocks back enemies. Blades are better. Let's go blades. Not a summer thing, but not nothing. Morrowind is greater than all. Yeah, and Morrowind, yeah, I never got the chance to play a whole lot of Morrowind. And by the time I did, I had already played all the other games in that genre. All of the later Elder Scrolls games. I cast a shoot gain 600 rare items, 120 epic items. Okay.
Tony, the classic Fallouts are amazing. but more importantly, why jail Trump haters? That guy is very hateable, justifiably so.
Don't get bumped, don't get dead. Every time they die, they sound like they cracked open a beer. Listen. Pop to top, you know? We all love Trump, man. Be serious. Breath of Fire is good. Vehemence, whenever you lose a life. Cast damage is increased temporarily. I hate that. Starts attacking you, there's a chance to shoot out Fireball. Or just Breath of Fire. Let's just do Breath of Fire. Poof. Fire.
You saying be serious after that makes me think you're not being serious XD.
I think you're right, Valor. Oh, hey, magnet. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Get him. More fire. Breath of Fire, Fury. Attack speed increased or combusts. Whenever you kill an enemy, a number of burning enemies, last target explodes. Explosions.
Fired up.
More fire. Trail of Fire. Purple. Fury. Ugh. Trail of Fire is probably better. I'm invincible. Take that, skeletons. He exploded. Slime time. Let's go slimes. The issue with Trump haters is that they're usually based on poor sportsmanship. No, I think he's a liar and a fascist. They wanted Kamala. The TV told them she was the anointed one. Then Trump won. They lost it. They even tried to assassinate him twice on the campaign trail. The first guy that tried to assassinate him was a lunatic and would have shot at anybody who was coming there. They even found writings from the first guy. He would have shot at Joe Biden if Joe Biden had been standing there. Or Kamala. He would have shot at her too. He's just a lunatic. The second guy was also a lunatic. He went to Ukraine, did he, to fight for Ukraine or against them? I don't remember. He was a Looney Tune as well, but that wasn't because Kamala lost. Didn't those both happen before she lost? Well, let's not make excuses for them. I'm not making excuses for them. I'm explaining that they aren't Democrats. That's what I'm telling you. If someone tried to kill Kamala, I wouldn't support them. I know you wouldn't. I don't think that you would. But what I'm saying is that those aren't Democrats that did that. And if they are, they're bad at it. Duration wolves. Let's do frost wolves. Some dog boys. But I've been hating Trump since he was sending people to Hawaii to find, since he was a birther for Obama's birth certificate. I've been hating Trump since then. So it's not new to me. Path of Frost. You move faster and leave trails of... I got ice and fire trails. Ice,
I wouldn't
fire,
support someone who
ice,
is known as a scammer.
Fire, ice, fire.
Especially not for office.
Who'd have thought he'd become president, huh? Gotta love the USA. Things like that are only possible here. Yeah, crazy things are only possible in America. I can agree with that. We are the only country that would vote for Donald Trump.
True XD.
My TDS is showing. Donald Trump is deranged, and if you support him, it's because you have a syndrome, not me. I'm thinking clearly here.
A syndrome or an agenda.
Breath of fire. Let's power that up. Is that a ghost thing? I've never seen those ghosts before. I should go find some more dots on the map. There's a dot. More dots. More dots. Dark Brazier. +2 cast damage. Okay. More dots. Movement speed decreased. Oh, good. Fun. Alright, let's get... Oh, that's the Necro. There he is. Let's get him. Did he come out of that grave, or did he just spawn the moment I started? Oh, right, he did. Archers, skeleton, snake boy things. What do we think about the Elon versus Trump debate? The feud. Think it's over? Think it'll continue? Think it'll get worse? Is it going to get worse? Is it going to get better? I think it's going to die down pretty quick. I think it's already kind of died down and it's over. We get 1 day of content out of it. Vehemence, nope. Flare, maybe. Attack speed increase.
I hope it'll continue XDD.
I said in my piece, Elon needs a reminder of who's in charge. Well, Elon's in charge. He bought the election.
You're probably right.
Elon bought the election. I mean, isn't he going to get the country that he paid for? I mean, we have receipts. The customer's always right. So experience, yay, extra XP.
Yeah, Elon was in charge until recently.
Yeah, he did get he paid and he got to be in charge for a few minutes. So about he spent $300 million probably, like 200 directly, and then like 100 million of free advertising on X. So 300 million gets you 6 months of control of the government. It's a bad deal, if you ask me. But yes, the people voted for Trump because Elon told them to. He also promised to pay some of them to vote for Trump. That was a thing that happened. But then he stiffed them and didn't pay them. So did he commit any crimes? I don't know. It's tough to say. Speed, yes. Classic Elon move, lol. I admire that, but I can't appreciate him going against Trump. So wait, you like it when they promise to, when they pay people to be volunteers and pay people to vote and pay people to show up at rallies? I mean, have you heard of this guy named George Soros? The right wing tends to hate him because he pays people to go to rallies, according to them. They're lying. He doesn't. And he votes one way, and he pays people to do the things. So George Soros, Elon does what the right wing pretends George Soros does. Yeah, stiffing suckers is a tried and true business strategy, just like Donald Trump. Yeah, that's great. Until they stiff you someday. I'd rather not promise people things, and that's lying, scamming, grifting, bad guy stuff to do. I don't want bad guys to run the country. When they do, and they do right now, we get what we get now. Innocent people being thrown in jail. The law and order means that they don't get due process. It's the whole thing. That's why you're not a business guy.
Theft.
Yeah, I know it's theft. It's grift. It's greed. It's criminal. But no, I'm not a business guy, because business people are bad people who shouldn't be in charge of anything. But they are, because they have money. And that's the system we work on. That's why I'm an anti-capitalist. You don't have the balls, the cojones. See, that's why Trump is the big cheese. Do you know what the big cheese is? That means he has the brass balls, large in circumference. Tony, if he screwed you, you would be pissy and whining about it. You would. But you somewhat benefit from what he's doing. You haven't been hit with the we haven't had the economic collapse that he's going to cause and will cause over the next few months. Even Elon thought that, Elon, the businessman, said that our economy is going to collapse in a couple of months. Yeah, except I have never let anyone screw me over. He is. He's ruining you, Tony. He's ruining your country so that Elon doesn't have to pay taxes.
Trump dick riding syndrome.
TDS, Trump dick riding syndrome. That's right. He's stealing from you. We could have a much better society. We could have all Americans taken care of. We could have universal health care. We could have people living better lives, doing more freedom. More freedom if we just didn't let the businessmen steal everything. The businessmen are screwing you over. Every day. Unless you're one of the bourgeois and you own a bunch of businesses and you steal from other people, in which case, you know it's true. They're not stealing from you. You're stealing from everybody else. He's the big cheese. He's a scammer. You like scammers. I get that, man. That's not a surprise to me. You enjoy those scams. Because you think that you will benefit from them. And you might benefit from them if you're part of the bourgeois, if you're an owner rather than a worker. But if you're a worker, he's stealing from you. He's harming you. How much do you pay for health insurance? Probably too much. We could have a better system, but we can't because of the business people.
Trump is far from the big cheese, unless of course you're speaking from a strictly fascist lens.
Yeah, I mean, is he actually in charge? Probably about 50-50. He barely knows what's going on. You're a 100% Italian working guy from the Bronx. Okay, great. They're robbing you constantly. But they tell you pleasant lies, and it makes you feel better when they do it. Or they hurt the brown people, and you're like, okay, great. Hurt them, not me.
Then you're getting fucked XD.
Fate offers, drop a chance. We're going to go damage. Explosions.
Not that you're lacking there.
Dash lasts longer. That's kind of nice. No, we're going to do the dash longer. It's red. Flaming ice. Well, the thing you don't get is working class equals Trump support. Yeah, because they've been tricked and lied to by Fox News. Without it, he'd be toast. Yes, I agree. You guys got the whiny college kids and the wine moms and the Karens, bro. Because Fox News lies to you. They tricked the working class into thinking that he's good for them. He's not. He's bad for them. But he makes them feel like he's on their side. He's not. People don't vote based on facts, logic, or policy. They vote based on their feelings. You've never watched Fox News in your life. Well, you're getting your news from somewheres. Or you're getting none of it, which is exactly another part of my point. That the
we
people
got all the philosophers, but thinking about things is stupid actually, so there.
Yeah, thinking is dumb and gay, so they don't do it. Intellectualism is dumb and gay, and so we don't do that. Where either you're getting misinformation from OAN or something like Fox News. It doesn't have to specifically be Fox News. You're getting your misinformation from someone who's paid by right-wing people to push right-wing ideas, or you're getting no information and you're just voting based on vibes, which I think most of the country does. I'm not saying that you do that, Tony, but most of the country, the middle, working class you're talking about, the grillers who just want to be left alone, they just don't know what's going on for the most part. They feel like Donnie says a thing and then it's true and they like it. One of my favorites is, it's just what I'm thinking about Elon, and I was thinking about it.
Where are you getting news from? If you don't mind me asking, Blue has one cute.
How do you think politics works on the other end, though? Propaganda is created by everyone, lol. The goal is to win. The Dems definitely do push a narrative and do some version of propaganda. I wouldn't call it propaganda. Usually they're, unless they're lying specifically about their ties to capitalism, which they do. The politics is all based on feelings. If Donnie makes you feel good, you vote for Donnie. If Kamala makes you feel good, you vote for Kamala. Most people don't vote based on policy. The Dems suck at knowing that and recognizing that and comprehending that. So they're not at my enlightened level yet. But yeah, if you want left-leaning things like I do, you vote for the left-leaning people. And then you tell them what you're thinking, you tell them what you're feeling, and then you tell them what's going on. So Dems don't create propaganda. Propaganda is a value-neutral word, by the way. Propaganda suggests that they are lying with an intent. Propaganda would suggest that they know that they're lying and they're doing it intentionally to get the opposite type of effect. Propaganda isn't just, I said I like a thing. I enjoy Pop-Tarts. That's not propaganda. Propaganda doesn't always mean false. No, it can mean a twisting of the truth or the abandonment of important facts and details. It's not a synonym for lying. I know there's a difference between the two, but Democrats generally only create propaganda when it is them trying to hide their connections or downplay or leave out the important things about them supporting capitalist agendas.
At least they're not lying or making shit up 100% of the time.
I know Donnie lies so often, Tony. He really, 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 really does. He lies so damn much. Just 2 days ago, I think, I saw him say that he won the 2020 election. Gigantic super lie. And not a lie about tax breaks or the soul of the country. When Kamala says something about the night is always darkest and the soul of the country is not racist, well, that's just like her feelings, man. I dig that. But Donnie says he won in 2020. He didn't. Factually, it's a gigantic super lie. But he says it, and nobody argues with him anymore because it just ends up being nothing else. I want the news media to never talk about anything else. And I mean that. I want them to literally never ask him any other question. Who won in 2020? And then when he goes on his hour-long rant, you tell him, no, that's a lie. Who won in 2020? You didn't win. You lost. You did not win in 2020. I want them to never, ever say anything else. And he will get frustrated. He will get aggravated. He'll never have time to talk about the illegals coming across the border. He'll never have time to talk about the latest tweet. He'll never have time to talk about Abrego Garcia, because they will never stop asking him this question until he gets it right. The thing is that we win. Meanwhile, your side is publishing op-eds about finding the Joe Rogan of the left. Yeah, I know. The Democrats are lame, man, because you guys bled out when you came, the 18, 24-year-old man. The Dems are lame and stupid and don't know how to run politics. The Dems in charge of that, the people, Tony, the people who are doing that, the whole find the Joe Rogan of the left thing, those are the high-ranking, very rich Democrats who don't actually care if they win or lose.
You're literally seeing politics as a competition, RN.
Right, and I don't want it to be a competition. I want it to be people doing a thing to make the lives of the Americans better. That's what I want them to do, and then hopefully the lives of everyone in the world better. The people who run the DNC, and Chuck Schumer, what's his name, Hakeem Jeffries, they just want to keep their jobs. They don't care if they win. They don't care if they lose. They just want to keep their jobs and make the money. That's all they care about. And that's why I move to the left, and I want them to move left. They won't move left. They won't move towards fixing any of these problems, because they just, even if they're in second place, they still get paid. You know, Chuck Schumer is in charge of the Senate. He gets paid. If he's not in charge of the Senate, he gets paid. So they don't mind being in second place. The Dems love being in second place. That gives you all the room and all the ability to whine and complain and cry about the people who are in charge, but you don't have to do any of the work. And that's the trouble, is that they want to be in second place. Politics is a competition, though. It's not supposed to be. It is of the people, for the people, by the people. That's what it ought to be. What are the rules for society? Society is not a competition. How do we put things together properly to get the best rules for everybody? If you were looking for a community or to make a world a better place, I promise you that engaging with your local community via charity would be more fruitful. And those are also local politics. You're describing local politics, Tony. If you were engaging with your local community via charity, which one? Those charities are all ideologically based somewhat. I mean, am I helping the Baptists, or am I helping the Catholics? Am I helping the people feed the homeless? Well, homelessness is a political problem. Am I helping walk dogs? What other charity things are there? There's food banks. Why do the people not have food to help with the food? But why do I have to help with the food bank? People don't have food. Well, that's probably because of politics. It's all just local politics, preferably not a libtarded charity, but whatever. Anything that isn't a libtarded charity is probably just going to be a right-wing scam or a church. And then the church keeps a lot of that money. I don't trust them either. Who did the most damage here? DPS. Number one, shurikens. Wow. 800,000 damage. Damn. I didn't know shurikens were so strong. And I got the fear I've got the powerful shuriken. Your shurikens are upgraded. Now I get to drink your blood, vampire. Whoa. Intense. My name is Leaf. Oh, that's the thing. Where's my skill tree? I know there's a skill tree. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's over here, I think. There we go. All right. What skills do we want? How many do we have? We have 8. Bear form. Ooh, bear form. Anger. Panther form. Meow. Sprint and perverse. Dude, we're doing panther. Hells yeah. 1. Your attacks have a chance to transform you into a panther. Oh. Whenever you get hit, transform into a bear. Shares cooldown with other forms. We're going panther. 2, 3. There's anger. What is that? Attack, strike, damage are increased. Dash, power, damages are increased. You gain more control over your god offers. That's nice too. Just buy one of those. And then more panther. It's 15% when I attack, and I attack a lot. What is that? Shred. Your attacks have a chance to deal additional strike damage. Hunger. While above a certain threshold, take over damage per second. Your attacks have a chance to heal you. Oh. Experience pull area increase. That's nice. This is nice. Heals. There we go. All right. And then we're good. Let's go. Let's do the level 2. Well, let's actually sell all our shit first. Well, that would have been better than what I had, wouldn't it? Oh, no, the one I have is much better. Toss the boots. Toss that. Helmet. Nope. Toss that. Bootses. Get out of here. Armor, get out of here. Ring, get out of here. Amulet. Get out of here. Hat. Experience per second is pretty cool. But I lose the master offers. Get out of here. Belt. Better than what I got. Sell the old belts. Amulet. Bad. Okay. Drop this thing in there, and then we'll do one more level, and then we'll call it for today. Put that in the library. Yeah, pink. Pink dye. Wait, doesn't it go in there? Oh, it's a relic. Oh, weird. It's a weird one. Okay, we're going to keep that. We'll go to level 2. Is politics a competition? Sure. We do vote, and we put them in the better parts of the world, we put them in ranked choice order. But what is the purpose of the politics? The purpose for the Republican is to win and have power. The purpose, I think, for the left-leaning people is to make the world a better place, to make rules for society, to put things in order. Oh, Panther! Go Panther! Lightning Panther! There we go. Lightning links. Oh my God! Lightning links fight alongside you. Double cats. But I do need the attack. No, we'll do double cats. Double cats. 2 cats. Where's the cat? There they are. Look at those lightning linkses. Look at them. I don't make political statements because I want my side to win. Do I want my side to win? Well, obviously. Why do I want my side to win? Because it would be better for me, it would be better for you, it would be better for everyone involved. The life for everyone would get better, I think, if we moved left.
To battle.
I should have got shurikens. Those were apparently the strongest thing last game. Become poisoned, your attacks gain 20% chance to poison. You become poisoned, your dash gains 15. No, we'll just do that.
I see you are bearing the blessings of Crom.
Task increases speed. Towards the justice, chance to being blessed by justice is increased. And I don't like justice all that much. When your enemy starts attacking you, the chance your attacker becomes smited. It's red. Let's go with that. And when I listen to conservatives tell me what they think, it seems like they are trying to control the people. They don't like certain people, so they want to control them and restrict their freedom. That irritates me. When I have a position, when I don't know what to do, I bring it back down, bring it down. Why? I ask myself, why? And when it gets down to human freedom, that's where I start. That's the axiom at which I begin. Does the thing we're talking about increase human freedom, decrease human freedom, or does it increase it in a dangerous way? I don't want people to have the freedom to murder other people, because that takes away the freedom of the person that got murdered. That's a bad thing. So I would suggest a society and a bunch of rules and laws that don't allow that. Casting 10% chance to burn, strikes 5 chance to smite. I already did that. I already have that one. No, I don't. The strikes against me. Dash gains 200 chance to give dying wings. Now let's do this one. Smite fools. Chain lightning, the best skill in every video game. Don't care what game you're playing. Chain lightning, always the best. Panther, go.
I'm a volatile.
Lightning guy, okay, we go. Let's get something better. There we go. Level up that chain lightning. So what's coming up in the near future? The Senate's going to have to vote on the big, beautiful bill. They're probably not going to until mid-July, I suspect. They're going to take out a bunch of stuff. They're going to get rid of it. They're going to chop out the bits they don't like. It's going to be a lot less beautiful than it already is. Donnie's going to get mad about it. He's going to piss and moan, but he barely knows what's going on. And maybe this whole Elon thing is just to distract him from the fact that the Senate is tearing apart his budget bill. And then we aren't going to, if we're lucky, the judge thing doesn't pass. because that's the worst part, is that it's got this sneaky secret little judges can't actually enforce anything anymore against the government, so that will ruin the entire country. And if that gets stripped out, then it's just a regular budget bill. Does it remove people from Medicaid? Yeah. Will they be miserable and awful? Yeah. I want both of those things to be removed, but then it's just a regular budget bill at that point. And it would be fine-ish. Movement speed, gain damage, area, 8% resist any negative stat effect. That's nice. So we're going to watch that over the next couple of months. So as those things pop up or down, as they get changed, I'll let you know. Movement speed. Actually, let's do movement speed. Oh, that guy has got my number. Level up the lightning. Yeah. And the stuff about AI. So yeah, the current budget bill is very bad. It's filled with all kinds of nonsense. And is Elon against it? Yes. But not for the good reasons. He's against it because it spends money on poor people and taxes him slightly taxes him. I would have a budget bill that taxed him much, 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 much more. What's he going to do? Fucking go live in South Africa? No. All his stuff is here. All his friends are here. And they would just tax him too.
Let the lady ride.
Rampaging attack, me. Grappling hook, no. Blades, yes. Whoa! I'm a ball of lightning. I forgot I had that. Purification, no. Radiance. Damage. Yeah, I know that one. That's a good one. Just kills people all the time. The cat can jump. Jump, cat. Cursed spirit. I'll keep the rain clouds busy. You guys go kill the cursed spirit. Job. That's fucking teamwork. Dead boss, get out of here. Oh, I forgot about the laser cats. I hate the laser cats. But I brought some... But I'm also a cat. Stop shooting me. Take that, laser cat.
Too many cats.
Too many cats. Yeah, there's me, there's two electric lynxes, and then there are laser cats. It's just entirely too many. This is the cat game now. Laser cats. Die, laser cats. What is that? Oh, it's a necromancer. What do we got? Grappling hook is purple. Ooh. Blades, rampaging attacks. Let's update the blades. Ooh, we got a ring. Or a little feather thing. Necro, gotta die. Ouch. Got bopped. Cactus. Delicious cactus juice. Oh. Blades, rampaging attack, or rampage. Whenever you dash, your dash damage is increased temporarily. Huh. Level up my attacks, though.
It's the quenchietist.
It's a quenchietist. Yeah, that's right. You didn't misspell that, but the robot mispronounced it. It's pretty great. I love it when she does that. I've been thinking about adding some animated things to the start screen. You know, before the show starts. And it sits there for a few minutes. I just don't know how to animate stuff. Guess I could figure it out, but what should I add? I was thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Make it slightly less boring. Ooh, an altar. Chance 12 damage. Cast critical. 57% cast damage. Wow. Knowledge expert. XP per second. Yeah, cast damage. Because that lightning is way more dangerous now. Oh, I was looking at chat, not the screen. Radiance reprisal. Sure. Whee! Ancient crocodile carcass. Random lose, one banish, one reroll, or one alteration. Gain 35 max life. That's kind of nice. 35 armor. Attack area. Gain 1 level. Huh. It does belong in a museum. That's true.
You doing all right there,
Lightning Lynxes turn purple, which would be nice. But this is haste. Whenever you dash through an enemy, gain speed. No. Alacrity. Each enemy you hit with your attack, your strike damage is increased temporarily. It's kind of nice too. We're doing alacrity. Laser cat. We got crit, cast damage. Ooh, we do this one again. Do the cast damage again. Caught you, stupid cat. I'm the top cat around here. Alpha cat. Radiance, sure. Is this the same one again? Nice. Let's see, it's about we're about 14 minutes. So I think the final boss will show up in just a minute. Whoa, there we go. Insect Queen. I hate this boss. She is awful. And I hate her. You gotta kill the little minions first. I'm gonna die. Gonna die. Get back here, you bastard. Hey, one of them's down. Okay. All damage dealt to you is reduced. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. That's white. I gotta do blue or better. Do better than that, can't we? Cast filter area. There we go. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, yeah, he's dead, but I died too? Yeah, I died. Dang it. But I have a revive, so I got to come back. Alright. Now we can get the boss. She's a little more manageable once we get all the little guys out of the way. Nope, went the wrong way. Ouch. Ouch. Go. What's this? Is a generic pen. Tornadoes. Well, that just makes sense. Hell yeah, get wrecked, idiots. Tornadoes. More pickup drops, adept offers, more rare items. Yeah, more rare items, sure. It's probably a wrong choice. I immediately regret that choice. But yeah, if you're paying attention, hop in the chat, tell me what you're thinking, tell me what you're feeling. If you're in Twitch chat, the lovely robot will read it out loud, and you can troll me and tell me how terrible I am. And the lady robot will read it out loud. Or give me your political hot take. Give me an idea or a wacky question. And if I don't know the answer, I'll make something up. Ooh. Crom. What do you got for me, Crom? Blades, attack. Attack speed for each ruptured enemy, and my attacks are rupturing them, so yeah, that is good. Zoom. I'm a lightning. 100% damage. Oh my. Oh. Magnet. Very nice. Get a couple of levels out of this one. Should be good. Bloodlust is good. Rampaging attacks is better. Turn the blades purple, though. That's good. Lose 20 life, gain XP per second. That's nice. Lose 20 life, gain expert offers, and heals 35 life. Let's XP per second. I can survive, I think. Unless I can't. I can't survive. I made a bad choice. Cast up a larger area. It's kind of nice. Every few seconds, your next attack is a certain critical hit. Let's take it. More buffs. More buffs. What's that? Sunlight Sphere. 20 damage to enemies at 50% life or more. Life regen. Heal on level. Let's do life regen. Could use that right now. And we're dying a horrible death. I'm not even going to make it to the boss, am I? I'm a minute and a half away from the boss. I don't think I'm going to get it. Oh, there's a cactus. I can quench my thirst. Yeah. What is that? Okay. Alacrity, ball lightning. I got a melted helmet thing. I don't know what the hell I picked up there. Check that in a minute. These rock guys are absolutely taking it out of me. That one's just named Bro. Now we're dead. Death. Who did the most? Chain lightning. See, I told you, chain lightning's the best ever. It's like way higher than anything else. So much higher. Yep. Chain lightning. Always the right skill. Always the best in every video game ever, anywhere. Never don't do chain lightning. Okay, so what is this thing I picked up? That one's just named Bro. Your master offers are increased for every common item equipped, which is none. So terrible. I hate it. Thanks, bro. Gibberish is a unique headpiece. XP per second for projectile velocity, duration, pickup drops. Damn it. Wow. That's quite nice. I'm putting that on. It's very nice. What is this pen? Gain attack damage if you don't have a weapon equipped. Attack damage plus 300%. Huh. But I'd have to lose this thing too. Interesting. Okay. I'll keep the pen. There might be a specific build that goes really well on it. So we're going to sell the rest of this junk. Junk. I think I have a few of these already. Is that better than my current weapon? No. Is it better than my current belts? Yes. Gloves out. Hat out. Bro, get out of here. Okay, the pen I'll throw in the stash. Because it's weird and I don't know what to do with it. All right, let's quit here. Quit that. Then we go to the buttons. That's it for me today. Thanks for everybody who's coming by. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hi. Valor, thanks for being here, keeping it lively. Shinjinto, thanks as always for coming in. I am done for today, but I will be back on Wednesday unless the Gestapo kicks down my door and drags me away to the gulag. In the meantime, you can watch all of my old stuff on YouTube right there. Going over to YouTube. And say hello, become a subscriber, and then it will somehow it will bomb me at random times.
Drama.
All the drama happened today. We had a good drama time. If you want to talk about other things or leave links of things for me to talk about, if you have a specialty and you think it's interesting and want to talk about it, let me know. Drop a link on the Discord, and I'll take a look at the thing. And that is it for me today. I appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday.